The powerlessness, I think, is a big reason why a lot of our world is so angry right now. They don't feel like they have the power to do anything. So many times our kids just feel powerless in the situations that they're in. They feel like there's nothing that they can do, whether it be for a friend that's experiencing certain things, whatever it may be, or whether it's in their own lives or maybe it's their family, but they just feel powerless. And I think the message that resonates with me and with our kids is that, yeah, you do have power. There is power in an individual to make change. So many of us don't necessarily have stories that we can relate to students, but I think Brian's is so powerful in that it can reach across the socioeconomic divide. It can reach across problems that different students are facing.
The first time that Brian came to DCA, I just assumed he was just another speaker. We have speakers all the time.
Sometimes I feel like they're talking down at us. It's almost like they're telling us you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong, or this isn't how you should live your life.
Brian knows what lots of people go through. He connects with everyone personally on their own level.
Just having someone who really went through the experience and is able to share a first-hand account, and definitely relates to the kids a lot. He doesn't talk down to us, he relates to us a lot.
Life is really hard and people deal with things in a different way, but after you hear someone talk about the things that he went through and you see him still standing and you see him inspiring a multitude of students every single day, then that itself, makes me want to get up earlier in the morning, and it just really inspires students to continue on.
His genuineness, his willing to tell the truth, what is a hard, hurtful story, but bring out so much hope, I think was probably as meaningful to me as was to any of our students, I would say.
And he's so in his skin when he's sharing his personal story that people gel with him, they relate to him. Some of the students he's sharing with have been through similar circumstances to his. Others, that is a completely foreign lifestyle, but they understand, I've had it great. He's been through a really tough time, but he was able to overcome it. He was able to come through it.
People might be stuck in a situation he has experienced before, and he knows firsthand experience of how to get out and how to overcome. I experienced losing a person I loved, and he gave a different insight on it, and made me really realize, that there's going to be positive things that come out of, it might be the negative outcomes right now, but they're going to end up positive in the long run.
He shares his story of hope and how he was able to overcome insurmountable sadness, depression, dysfunction, and rise up out of that in a very positive way and make a positive impact on the world.
I can distinctly remember the first time he ever spoke to us. There was a change in the hallways, and I saw the students really react to his message.
We all had our own little groups, and as Brian started to come to DCA, we've all started coming together, and the way he speaks and what he talks about and how he means it just pulls us closer, and I think that's really cool.
Sometimes people don't see how their words and their actions can make such a huge difference in people's lives. Brian's message is definitely about how your words and your actions can make a change, not only in one person, but potentially an entire group.
That kind of power for students is a really big deal, because nowadays there's so many fake things and there's so much negativity in the world that what we need for an example is this beacon of light and positivity.
He is able to communicate to students in a very powerful way, in a very real way, that no matter how low you get, how depressed, how sad, if you're being bullied and times are really tough and you feel like you've hit rock bottom, that's not the end, that there is a way out. Sometimes you got to ask for help. You got to trust that no matter how low things get for you emotionally, psychologically, mentally, that the plan for you is not death, and the plan for you is not failure.